Hello and good morning to the mighty Southland. You might be able to hear a train in the background as I'm coming at you again from East Bernard, Texas, the backyard of my in-laws, mother-in-law's house. And I've got two things for you today. First of all, I want to prepare you for one of the possible obstacles that I mentioned yesterday, that there'd be obstacles. And one obstacle could be family. I don't mean this in a negative way, but it's very easy at this time of year to think, if I'm a student, for example, and I'm home for the holidays, or maybe I've been home all year, but I'm off, not in school, it'd be very easy for me to feel like, well, I shouldn't be working all this time because I should be enjoying time with my family. And I get that. And definitely I'm going to be doing some of that today, visiting my sister and her husband, and we have several family members that are going to get together. But look, here's what most people, or most students especially, do when they're, quote, home for the holidays. They don't like wake up in the morning at 8 o'clock and or 7 o'clock, start spending time with their family, eat breakfast, eat every meal, play games all day till midnight every day. That's not what being home for the holidays is all about. Usually what happens is people are, they might spend a little bit of time at a meal or two, and then the student will be like back in the bedroom listening to music or watching YouTube videos or binge watching something on Netflix or playing video games or something like that. And so it's not like there's all this amount of time spent, quality time with the family. When there's quality time, when there's an event or something, get involved with that for sure, no question. But that's just it's not the reality to say, or to let myself think I can't work because I've got to spend all this time with my family. That's just BS in our own mind, okay? And parents don't expect us to spend all day every day, even though they might say it, right? Especially if someone's working, parents I can see this easily, and I know exactly what the dynamic is going on there. It's like, why are you working? Why are you spending all this time, doing this crazy knife thing? Well, the alternative is, if you put it in perspective, the alternative is playing video games and watching Netflix and YouTube videos and stuff like that. So if everybody understands that it's way better to be doing something productive, be working toward a goal and gaining skills and making money than just doing things that aren't productive at all, well, then that helps, doesn't it? I mean, doesn't it help put things into perspective? But we could be getting a lot done, even though this is a holiday week. And I've seen it happen. I've seen teams rally and people rally and have huge sales this week of Christmas, the week between Christmas and New Year. So that's the first tip, okay? Just that little bit of life dynamic understanding. The second thing is, on the Champs Club this morning, we're talking about closing. I wanted to throw my 2 cents in here. I want you to write this down. AFTOSSUN, AFTOSSUN, okay? AFTOSSUN, okay? Write that down. Some of you have heard, many of you have heard AFTO, which stands for Asked for the Order, okay? But you might not have heard SSUN as a part of this, which is smile, shut up, and nod, okay? So here's the tip. In closing, whether you're closing on the phone or you're asking for an appointment, that's called the close. When you say, I've got an opening at 2:30 or 5:30, which of those times is better for you, that is closing. You're asking for an order. When you're asking for referrals and you say, who's the first person that comes to mind, right? You ask a very specific question. When you ask for the order, you say, so I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't ask you this. Would you like to go ahead and get that homemaker set +8 and let me give you the entertainer pack for free? That is a very specific question. So AFTO, the first part of this, is ask a very specific question. Not, okay, so the homemaker's $13.26. That's not asking a question. That's just giving some information. That's just like saying, oh, the handles have 3 rivets, and expecting them to buy something. That's not the way it works. You have to, you have to give them the information, then ask a very specific question. And when you're asking, it's got to be specific and not confusing, because the confused mind never buys. It's got to be like this. So would you like to go ahead and get that set on a 5-part payment for this amount, and let me give you this for free? It needs to be very specific. And when if you've watched the Toasty J videos, you see that she has that customer write it down, the specific number, so there's no confusion. Here's what some reps do. They just kind of throw a bunch of numbers. So the homemaker's $13.26 and the basic homemaker's $10.49, and you can get either the shears or the entertainer pack for free. And so I wouldn't be doing my job. Do you want to get it? Okay, it's too confusing. There's too many options. There's too much stuff. So you narrow it down. So do you like the pearl or the classic better? You like the classic. Do you like with the table knives or without? You like with the table knives. Do you like the cherry block or the honey block? Okay, you like the honey block. Okay, great. Do you like the entertainer pack or the shears? You like the shears. Super. So here's the offer. Super shears free with Omega Plus 8 and the honey block and the pearl. Would you like to go ahead and get that? Right. Then once you finally get to the point where you've asked the question, and by the way, if you just follow the script exactly, it'll take care of all that for you. But the key is when you're following the script, when you stop talking, you've asked a question. And that is the way to be in control of a conversation on the phone, when you're getting recommendations, when you're closing on the sale. It's about asking a question, a specific question that's not confusing, crystal clear offer, and then shutting up and nodding your head and going. And how long do you do it? You do it until the response comes. That is how to get good at the skill of influence, about persuasion. When you ask your friend if they want to go Chinese food, don't say, hey, you want to go Chinese food? I got this place, it's awesome, and it's right around the corner, and I've been there, and if you're going to say anything about it, say it before you ask the question. Say, hey, there's this Chinese food place that I tried the other day. It's really, really great. They've got amazing lo mein. It's really close, right around the corner. Would you like to go? And then you smile, shut up, and nod. This is a skill that you can use in everyday life all the time. Learn how to AFTOSSUN. Ask for the order. There's something very specific that you want to influence someone to do or to buy or whatever. And then you just shut up and wait for an answer. It's rude to talk. Right? Don't ask people questions and then start talking. Right? Rude. Ask a specific order. That's my closing tip for the day. Let's rock and roll. We got a goal of hitting at least 10,000, our minimum target of 10,000 CPO today. Last I looked, we had about 111 appointments booked for today as a division, something like that. And we got a massive phone jam tonight. Let's be sure to rock that thing. Hey, I know this is 7 minutes and 30 seconds long, but hopefully you got some nuggets. See ya. Oh, dang, I forgot to finish it this way. See ya. I had to start a new video just to get that part. See ya. Got to get that in there because that's the trademark. That's the thing that ends it.